Walk with us on the road to hell, an actual play podcast from Messy Crit Productions.
See the bombs falling down, not to mention the fire. There's a lion in my bed, slowly moving towards me.
Everything is more beautiful because we are doomed. You will never be more lovelier than you are now. You will never be here again. Homer, the Illiad.
In the mirror, we see the face of a man who has aged 10 years in only a matter of days. Ryan Ashdown splashes some cold water on his face before rubbing at the bags under his eyes. No matter how much he rubs, they don't go away. 5 minutes before everyone gets here, Ryan turns around and comes face to face with a stunning woman. Unlike Ryan, she doesn't seem to be tired at all. We watch as she reaches up to adjust his tie. The action carries more weight than it should. He puts his hand over hers and rubs the back of her hand. Coralie, he sighs. I don't know if I can do this. Her hand slips from his tie to cup his cheek, making him look down into her face. You can do this. As she speaks to him, there's a certain calm that comes over his form. We watch as his shoulders relax and his eyes become unfocused. Just pretend it's another role you're playing. Remember that movie a few years ago? Same idea. He sighs and leans into her hand, his hands moving to settle on her hips. Clearly, this is more than just a professional relationship. What would I do without you, love? Probably drown under a mountain of paperwork. She lets out a laugh that doesn't quite reach her eyes. She leans forward and kisses him on the cheek before pulling back and shaking her head. Come on, time to face the music. As we left things last time, you were all walking into Ashdown Manor. It is this large building that overlooks all of Marlin Bay, this sort of classical Victorian look. Anyone who is anyone is here, including all of you. So, indulge my curiosity. How are people blending or not blending in here? What did you all decide to wear to Kameron's wake?
I managed to find a somewhat nice blazer with one of those short sleeve white button down shirts that I definitely didn't take too much care of. It's missing a couple buttons at the top, and I really didn't give a shit enough to tie the tie all the way up, so it's kind of hanging. I really didn't do my hair. I typically don't really take care of it, but I managed to push my fingers through it a little bit so it's not as knotted as it usually is. Definitely didn't shave. Fuck that. And yeah.
I do stop him before he walks in the door, and I try and fix what I can, straightening the tie, tightening it.
Jesus, fuck, what are you, my mom?
I'm trying to make sure that you're presentable and you don't embarrass me.
Oh, yeah, because we would really fucking hate that.
Yeah, I actually would. And I turn and straighten my dress, which is a knee-length, scallop-hemmed black dress with a square neckline, sheer sleeves that are gathered at the wrists, so they're flowy. It is pretty, but simple, classic, elegant. Hair has been twisted up into a bun. And this is kind of an image of... Lola has seen a few pictures of Church Girl Haven from my youth. It's a bit reminiscent of that. I look like I belong here.
On the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I know why I'm here. I know what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm here. The dress is black and silk and likely inappropriately short. It's got the ties at the shoulders, the spaghetti strap ties at the shoulders, and it actually has like ruching up one side that has been tied a little higher. The leather jacket is nice because it's my prized possession, god damn it. The black heels are stiletto sandals, and there are a couple of anklets around each ankle. The nails are coffin and glittery dark green. And there is, I know this is probably pushing some buttons in a town like this, but I did find a rosary necklace. It's a mother of pearl and silver. The makeup is smoky and meant to draw the eye, and my hair, I have it pulled up into a twist, so the undercut and side shave is fully on display. I know why I'm here, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing here, so.
At least you don't look like this funeral was an afterthought.
I did a lot of thought for this. Because, well, if I'm going to be the fucking outsider, I might as well look like it.
So the way I am dressed is honestly kind of nice. My dress is like one of those midi length, 3/4, nice and flowy, very simple. It's black because mourning colors. And I do think it was meant to be like something like a summer dress type of thing, you know, like, so it's got a spaghetti strap going on, but I am wearing a black cardigan on top of it, so I can still look rather, honestly, rather comfortable. I have a bag. I have little black heels. I look like I am here for a wake. The only real noticeable shock of color would be I have my hair in 2 little buns, like little space buns, and on each bun is a luchadori, which is a Nepalese hair accessory that is meant to be kind of woven into your hair. It's supposed to be braided into your hair. There's many ways to wear it. Normally I wear these hair accessories in my hair a lot, but for today I have it put up, wrapped around the bun, so that way the colored part, which is like tassels and other accessories to kind of make it hang down, it adds more to length to the hair, if you want to think about it that way. They are the same blue that Kameron has or had in her hair.
Yeah, you stand in the entryway. For some of you, this is a relatively familiar home. The Ashdowns are important to the city. Wilson Ashdown established the town in, I believe it's 1852. The Ashdowns have seen this town through every single one of its eras, including this sort of more recent one where the town has switched from it used to be a fishing village, very heavily focused on industry, into tourism and this sort of picturesque beach town. This certainly has shaken things up a little bit, and Ryan Ashdown himself is well known. Ryan went and made a name for himself in the film industry in the 90s, kind of playing your archetypical bad boy in every teen movie out there. And it was around the time Kameron was born and his wife unfortunately passed that he moved back to Marlin Bay. And he still did take roles and things like that, the occasional guest spot, because New York, not very far, super easy. A lot of movies get filmed in New York. One of the more recent ones was a film called, more recent than the ones that stood out, was a film called Storm Saga, which was a modern retelling of Norse mythology. He played Odin. So there are people from town, there are people from out of town. This house is absolutely crawling with people. People that you know, people that you don't know. So I ask, what's the plan?
Well, as we discussed, my first primary goal is finding Kameron's phone and figuring out why it's here and why it wasn't with the body. Because that implies a few things, as Kameron never went anywhere without her phone. And she definitely had it at the party. So either she came home before leaving again and left her phone behind, someone took her phone before she died, or someone took her phone after. And it is someone that has access to this house. My second goal is to try and find any record of something in this house that our wraith might still be tied to. It is likely, as we discussed, that it is that creepy ass tree, but we don't have many opportunities anymore to get into this house. If we want to be thorough, this is the time. So I believe we are breaking up into 2 groups, if I'm not mistaken. 2 of us have a reason to be here as direct friends and classmates of Kameron's that would be acknowledged by the more boring parts of this town. And so it's best to have each, for lack of a better term, reprobate with one of the kiddos.
You know what? I resemble that remark.
Yeah, I know.
That's basically the long and short of it. There's not a whole lot that I am capable of picking up while here. I don't know if I could have called Kameron my friend. I got her the fix when she needed it. And yeah, maybe every once in a while we got lunch or would like have a drink at the bar every once in a while. But at the end of the day, I didn't know her super well. I am still... It sucks that she's gone. Hey, Pan?
Yeah?
You're a local here. You want to show me around a bit?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. And I'll walk up and I'll literally loop my arm with pennies.
I see that and I look at Haven and I say, I'm not fucking doing that.
I wasn't expecting you to.
Good. Great. We're on the same page then.
Yeah, they actually like each other.
Fucking idiots.
I will take a minute before diving into the crowds. Were anyone watching me closely, which most people don't. I make an effort to try and fade into the background. I'm a guy in the chair. I'm not a frontline fighter. But anyone who does see me take a moment to steady myself, because with all the focus on the steps, the mission, what needs to be done here, it almost slipped my mind that this is her funeral and she's dead. And then I slapped some shit into myself, metaphorically speaking, and put on the game face.
Penny, you and Lola are starting to push your way through the crowds. Do you have a direction in mind?
I think I personally would want to pay respects near the end, because right now it's just people are here for a show, and I don't want to be a part of the for show crowd. I also want to make sure I get the shit that I need to do to be done first, you know? This is also a really very long-winded way for me to feel ready to say goodbye. So I think we're going further into the house first. Yeah. Really casually. I forgot to mention, my arm is still in the sling. But yeah, no, we're going to be going further into the house. I know where Kameron's room is. I would like to go there.
Yeah. You are making your way there when you hear someone call out your name, Penelope.
I will turn because I'm being called.
You see someone you haven't seen for a while, even though, as far as you know, she didn't leave town. It's just things happened, in that weird space between high school and college, and people stopped talking. You see Claudia Ahmad. She was the head cheerleader in high school and kind of ran in the same group that you and Kameron did before you kind of burnt out, and Kameron kind of followed you a little bit, because you were her friend. She's taller. She's probably splitting the height difference between Lola and Penelope, and is wearing sort of a nice, just sort of plain black dress, and has her dark hair sort of tied back into a artfully messy bun out of her face. But one thing you do notice instantly is, damn, this girl got in good shape in the last couple of years. And she's like making her way towards you and just being like, hey, how are you doing?
Oh, hi, Claudia. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. It has. Not exactly the way I ever pictured a reunion.
Yeah. Oh, Claudia, this is my friend Lola. Lola, this is my friend Claudia. We all used to go to school together, high school.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Wish we could meet under better circumstances.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I'm so bad at small talk. How have you been?
It's fine. Not exactly the venue for engrossing small talk. I've been good and doing lacrosse at, just thought I'd leave, go to, I don't know, Boston, New York, something. But, like many people, stuck here.
Yeah.
How are you?
Could be worse. Could be. I say this. I look down. I was like, oh shit, my arm's still in a sling. No one's gonna believe this. Could be a lot better. You haven't seen Julian here, right?
Last I heard, he was still up in Portland recovering. He woke up a few days ago, but not in any, man, it's wild. That's just what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, I want to catch up. It's been a while, and I feel bad about kind of letting things fall by the wayside the way they did. Do you still have my number?
I think I do. I am gonna pull out my phone very awkwardly, but my arm will still be looped with Lola's because this is how I've decided to do this entire interaction. But I'll take my phone out just in case, exchange numbers.
Yeah, and Claudia says we should grab lunch, coffee sometime, truly catch up.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Maybe when things are less this.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I have to go find my parents. They had a question about something. Text me. We'll find a time to hang out.
Okay. Nice seeing you again.
You too.
Just gonna pitter patter away. I think because my bag is still unzipped, I'm ready to roll preparedness for this. I have something for Lola.
Pour moi.
Depending on what it is, I might have you roll preparedness.
A tube of red lipstick. Matte.
Could you give me a intelligence plus streetwise?
Do 3 successes.
3 successes? Yeah, you have exactly what you're looking for. That tube of lipstick.
So my bag is still open. I do still have this, so I'll reach in. Like I will put my phone on top of my sling as if this was another pocket. Reach with my hand, once again taking Lola for the trip into the bag. Pull out this tube of lipstick and be like, you said you were running out, and I picked this up for you, and then I forgot to give it to you for like 2 weeks.
Pen, you didn't have to do that, darling.
Well, you might want to check it because I had to color match with like our pictures.
I look genuine. I'm genuinely touched. That just okay. I'll take the lipstick and take a look at it. I just when did you do this? I could have made a trip into Boston and gone to the fucking Mac counter. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But that's all the way in Boston.
Pen,
you're busy.
Busy is a relative term. I am a chuckle fuck. Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
You're welcome.
I'll take my arm back and give her a little like side hug.
You start wading through the people trying to work in a direction of Kameron's room. That will be like roped off, and they won't like people want to go to that side of the mansion. So if both of you could roll composure stealth rolls.
I don't need to go into Kameron's room. I just need to make sure that nobody sees Pen going into Kameron's room. So I dressed like this for a reason.
True. Let's do a manipulation performance. Anna will give you the dice from stunning. Anna will give you another dice for dressing provocatively. And Penelope, give me a composure stealth roll and hold on to those successes because I'm going to jump over and see what Haven and Mason are up to.
Can I see the other two kind of angling to try and go towards Kameron's room?
Yeah, I'll say you probably can because everything is mostly going to be kept to like the sort of the main entryway and some of the like the parlor and like the dining room and things like that. There's food, things like that, trying to keep everybody roped into like a couple of large rooms.
Yeah. They're probably going to be handling what they need to handle. I am going to try to do this discreetly, check my phone for the coordinates of Kameron's phone. Play a little hot cold.
Yeah. Give me a intelligence technology roll.
2 successes.
The way the mansion is laid out, you've sort of got this area that's like the middle part where it's kind of your entryways. There are like rooms for entertaining people, dining room, kitchen, things like that. And then there's 2 other wings of the house. You know that Kameron's room is over in essentially what is technically considered the north wing. And then there is a southern wing as well. The phone is in the southern wing.
Okay, so it's not in her room. I'm going to pull a handkerchief from my sleeve and like dab at my eyes and kind of cover my mouth as I say to Mason, phone's not in her room. It's in the south wing.
It'd be a little fucking weird if they put it back in her room. All right.
I was hoping that there was no they that took the phone in the first place. It adds a level of complication.
Okay. Is the south wing kind of wardened off from wake goers or whatever the term is?
Yeah, it would be. Both the other of like the northern and southern wings are both roped off with your classical like velvet rope kind of thing, just being like, don't go beyond here.
Well, if you need a distraction to get in there.
I really don't think we should be splitting up any farther than we have.
That's fair.
Imagine if that thing shows up.
Also fair. You said there's people everywhere. Are there people like right near that entry into the south wing?
There are, but like people are milling about, talking, eating. They are there and they might see if you're sloppy, but they are not super paying attention. There are things to do, people to talk to.
Okay.
Move with purpose. Maybe we can just glide right on by before anybody really notices.
We should do a little crowd work first.
It's a good idea.
At least I have to.
Sure.
You can be my emotional support. Pat, pat.
Ugh.
The strong, silent type.
Okay. All right. I already hit my limit with the pat. I don't need you to fucking add details. I got it.
Oh, someone's grumpy.
I hate wakes.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan either.
Could you both make me wits awareness rolls to see who you spot?
3 successes because I have 4 wits.
That's a big old goose egg.
Haven, you are looking around and you spot a figure that you haven't seen for a while, actually, talking with, you recognize as Kameron's uncle. You see Cameron's cousin, Nathan, sort of standing there, nice suit, messy dark hair. Last you'd heard, he was down in Pittsburgh, medical school.
I'll kind of grab the back of Mason's sleeve and that's Cameron's cousin.
Got it.
His name's Nathan.
Looks like a tool.
Well, you'll get along then. And I pull him towards Nathan because I met Nathan on a couple trips he took here for the summer between semesters where we know of each other.
Kameron and Nathan kind of have that age gap that's a little hard for them to be incredibly close because Nathan was like 10 years older than her always. And Nathan kind of split his time between here and Boston where his mom lives after his parents divorced. He finished his conversation with his father, and you watch as he sips out of the drink in his hand before turning and seeing you. And then there's like a moment of recognition. Like he goes, do I feel like I should know this person? I know this person. And he starts walking towards you and he goes, oh, Margot, great to see you.
Yeah, Nate, it's good to see you. Well, good to see you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, God, when my dad called me, I did not think that this was the news I was going to get.
Yeah, it was a shock to everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is Mason. Mason, this is Nathan. Nathan is Cameron's cousin.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
A hand out for you to shake.
Oh. I shake it a little roughly, and then immediately like second guess and lighten up the grip.
Yeah, he's got a good firm grip. This is a guy who clearly takes care of himself and is in pretty good shape.
Sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
Yeah. How's your dad? Your uncle? How are they doing? I haven't gotten a chance to see Mr. Ashdown yet. I don't really want to bother him.
My dad's just trying to be there for Uncle Ryan, and it's hard. Ryan lost his wife and then lost his daughter. Can't imagine what that's like.
Yeah.
It's really just not easy for sure.
Yeah. I took a couple weeks off from school, come back up here, help in any way I can, until kind of in that weird spot with school where I'm like supposed to start an internship, but I might push that off a little bit just so I can help out here as much as I'm needed.
Yeah, no, family comes first, always.
Yeah, it's everything is so messy with, it wasn't like 6 months ago that like grandfather passed, so it's just like so much death.
Yeah. I don't know. What's it that bad things come in threes?
I would certainly believe it.
Well, how long are you in town for? Like, you said that you'd be deferring for a little bit, but is a month, a couple weeks?
Probably a couple weeks to a month, depending on what can I help my dad with once the funeral's over. Help him just with everything, and once I know that Uncle Ryan's going to be good and as good as he can, and my dad's good, I'll head back down to Pittsburgh. School is understanding, you know.
Yeah, I'd hope so. But I put a hand on his arm. We'll have to catch up. Like, we'll have to do something just to. And I'll put my handkerchief to my face again as though I am overwhelmed with emotion, because low-key I am, but also trying to make it I'm here for the right reason and people wouldn't suspect ulterior motives.
Yeah, of course. You do that, and you put your hand on his shoulder. He puts his hand over yours and gives it a small squeeze and says, I gotta go find my uncle. My dad had some questions about some stuff, and I promised I'd be the messenger between them.
I couldn't even imagine with all of the business stuff. I couldn't even imagine. It's go. You're needed.
It's a mess. But yeah, no. My number's still the same. Let me know.
Yeah.
We'll get coffee one day.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll see you. I'll see you in a little bit. Again, so sorry.
Thank you. I'll see you around, and we'll detach from the conversation and sort of flow back into the crowd.
I will now put a hand on Haven's shoulder. Shit, I fucked that up. Sorry, timing and all that.
You didn't fuck anything up. It's fine. He was
Really?
mostly paying attention to me.
Oh, cool.
We know each other. And you're the guy that's here with me. I would hope he wouldn't be looking at you. That's kind of part of the plan.
Oh, right, yeah. Totally. Sorry, I don't,
Did you want him to look at you?
no. What?
He is
No,
cute.
Oh, please. You said the phrase. The phrase that people say at funerals. And so there was a part of me that, it's fine. You're fine. You did great. He paid attention to you.
What do you mean?
It was such a shock. I can't believe. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
There were about 4 of them when it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. You know what? I think that's the good outside perspective thing to do at a funeral.
Mason, do you have a problem right now?
We don't got to talk about it. It's fine. It's not a problem with you. I'm sorry if that. Yeah. I don't do well with wakes. I don't do well with funerals. I don't do well with death. I don't do well knowing that there's some. I'm fine. I will be fine. I can keep it together. Sorry. I will. I'll
I'm gonna put a
reel.
hand on his shoulder to stop him. Mace, shut up and let's get a fucking drink.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna tug him over to the refreshments.
Yeah, there's a bar. You can get something, whatever your poison is, and mill and talk to people. And then I'm going to jump back to the other half of the group. And could both of you give me your rolls?
That's 6 with a crit.
So that will be like 5 successes with also a crit.
Yeah, it is. It is almost like a coordinated move as you break off. Lola, how exactly do you slightly, maybe for a second, become center of attention? Especially with 6 of the crits.
It's honestly, it's really not that hard, and the less you try, the more effective it tends to be. So it's really as simple as having to pause because, shit, I think the strap on my shoe broke. So I'm going to brace a hand on the bookshelf and just sort of pick my leg up and fuss with the buckle on one of my stiletto sandals in a way that does really interesting things to the line of said leg and the height of said hemline on my skirt. So that's it doesn't it's not that difficult.
It's really not.
It's really not hard. People are dumb and horny.
Oh yeah.
And especially in a town like this, they're all fucking repressed.
Oh, incredibly. You do that, and eyes shift to you as Penny just kind of melds into the crowd and vanishes. Are you sort of continuing to wander?
I will go to Kameron's room where I need to go. And since Lola's doing such a good job being a distraction, I'm assuming I can get us both in. Us both as in Muffins and me.
Yeah, you can do that. And Lola, are you posting up anywhere, or are you just going to continue wandering around?
I'm going to stay nearby in the area because I don't want Pen to come back out and have me be fucking gone. But I will be using that roll and that crit to keep everyone's attention on me. So whether that is just making small talk and holding court, whatever. I'm good at this shit.
You're gonna do that very successfully with that roll. Penelope, it doesn't take long to find Kameron's room. It's a weird feeling walking into this room, I'm sure. Kind of the whole, this is Kameron's little kingdom, her haven, for lack of a better word. You see this sort of decently sized room with a full-sized bed with the blue and purple sheets, the overflowing closet, the wall of that has been taken over by a collage of photos, cuttings from magazine articles, and art that she honestly spent all of her high school and most of college that she did working on and expanding. Every time you came here, there were new doodles, there were new photos, anything. And it's just, this room is quintessentially Kameron. You see photos dating back like to freshman year of high school of you and Kameron and Claudia and other people that used to run in the same group who all went to the school in your, uniforms and everything.
I have been in this room many times. I can almost see our memories, like hanging out on her bed or playing video games somewhere else, or quite literally probably at some point we have torn her closet apart because she wanted to like reinvent herself, and then she simply didn't reinvent herself because her style was exactly the same. She just wanted to get rid of some clothes, and then she also didn't do it. We totally tried to do the Marie Kondo thing, and it just doesn't work for someone with as much money as Kameron. And that's fine. I think I spend a little bit of time walking around because it feels really weird. I think what I would like to do is try and see if there was anything in here that points to what she might have been doing before her death. Kameron is a modern day girl. She's gonna be fucking documenting everything in some way, shape, or form. If you got a cell phone, you're probably doing that too. So it's like, in this case though, I'm looking for just things that look like new hyperfixations or look not so normal with her usual mess. I've been here too many times to not know to know what her regular routine looks like versus what something new could look like. And then I'm gonna steal something. I'm still low key trying to figure out what I'm gonna take, but I know that it has to have meaning.
Give me a wits awareness roll. And you can use your desperation on that. You're at desperation 2 currently.
Desperation 2? I think I will. I'm going to use willpower real quick to reroll some of these because this is definitely not enough. Only 3 successes in this search. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're looking around trying to find something, and you're kind of walking around the room, and there's a moment where your foot hits a board, and it sounds weird. It sounds like hollow, and you kind of feel it shift slightly under your foot, but it's like underneath like the rug on her floor, and you can sort of pull it back. You can kind of tell that the board doesn't sort of align with the rest of them.
Can I pull it out?
Yeah, it's secured in by anything, so you can pull it out, and there's a sort of looks to be a small space underneath.
What's in this space?
Currently, it is dark. Do you pull out your flashlight?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm ready for this.
It appears to be a journal of some kind. You see the small leather-bound book.
Is that it? Is that all that's there?
Yes, as far as you can tell, that is all that's there.
I'm not going to look at the book yet because I feel almost hyper aware of how much time I might be spending here and how much time I want to spend here. And also how much time I don't want to spend here. Very weird time in my life. Morning does that to you. So I'm just going to put the book in my bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you grab the book itself feels like it's packed to bursting. Like you can kind of feel that there's things in here. The cover is embossed with what looks to be some sort of symbol.
Is the symbol recognizable at all? I do have my academic specialty.
Intelligence, academics with that, mythology, folklore.
I'll just be happy with that. Crit with a 4.
You feel like you've seen this before in something, but you cannot put your finger on it, especially taking such a quick look. But it's not just like your normal, she went into a witchy shop and bought a grimoire, to write her, spells in. This is something else. And yeah, you do that. And what do you grab on the way out as you try and head back to the wake?
Did Kameron have a hobby or maybe again like a hyperfixation that just stuck with her for as long as I've known her?
Yeah, in high school, she took up crocheting as just sort of a way to do something with her hands, because she's horribly ADHD. And there are a bunch of things that she has crocheted, like little mini plush things, and that sort of just litter her desk in her room.
So she would have had a bunch of crochet needles of different sizes, but she also might have had a favorite crochet needle, like the one that you quite literally grab because it feels really nice to hold. And if I just wanted to make a square, I don't need to care about the size of the needle or of the hook. So I think I know which one that is, and that's the one I'm going to take.
It's got this sort of tie-dye, handle that's the blend of the purple and blue.
So I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that in my bag. And then I think it feels like I'm walking in car or something like that, trying to leave this fucking room. It's really hard because I think this is probably my last time here. So I take the equivalent of the scenic route. I get a little weird. I smell her clothes. If she has one of those little octopus plushies that turns from happy to sad, I go and I turn it sad. I turn it the other way. Whatever feeling it was, it's the other way. Yeah.
It was happy, now it is sad. And yeah, you take a look at the photos one last time. There's a photo of both of you standing out front, and Kameron took this with an actual to goodness Polaroid camera that she had bought at the antique store in town, and she carried it around for a couple of weeks, took a bunch of photos. And in her messy handwriting on like the bottom, it says first day of high school. It's you and her standing out front of the high school, being silly and smiling at the camera.
I might want to take that photo too, not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's easy. You can just sort of grab it off the wall and slide it in the bag and head out into the hallway and head back to the wake.
I'm gonna ugly cry in the shower. Like, this is gonna be bad, guys. Wanna go home?
Lola, you're out there holding court, chatting with people. You recognize a lot of people who buy drugs from you in town.
Of course. Yeah, I don't discriminate. Money is money. I don't care if these folks have enough to buy the good shit or if they're buying the ditch weed that I get out of like South Boston. I don't care.
Yeah, as you're doing this and chatting with people, a woman comes, she's wandering through and she sees you and kind of makes her way over and sort of integrates herself with the crowd that's around you. And will eventually, in a moment of quiet, where some people have wandered off to go get food, get drinks, try and chat with someone else and look at you and say, I feel like we've met before.
Storyteller, do I know this broad?
Give me a intelligence resolve roll. She is not as tall as you, probably closer to like 5'9", has this long, dark hair that's just kind of artfully messy in a way that like she wants to look like she didn't put any time and it just looks like this, but probably actually put quite a bit of time into it. You can kind of see that she's wearing a black dress that's a little bit more on the conservative side, but like even still you can kind of see some tattoos pop out of like where some of the seams are. And she appears to probably be in her late 20s.
Storyteller, that is 3 successes.
There's a moment you remember something in Boston. That friend, who went to the party and the whole warehouse burnt down. You're not 100% sure, but you're relatively sure you remember kid's name was Liam, and the night before the party, he was talking to somebody at one of the clubs who looked a lot like this woman. And she smiles and says, I was hearing you talk, from Boston?
Originally, yeah.
Spent a lot of time around there, up and down the East Coast. I don't like staying in one place for a while. I feel like we might have rubbed elbows at a club somewhere in Boston.
We might even have an acquaintance in common, a kid by the name of Liam.
And she smiles and says, yeah, I remember him. Brought me some of his music, and I was doing promotion at a club called the Snake Den. Was hoping to, get him to perform a set or two at the den, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say he was a good kid. He was a fucking troublemaker, that one, but
He was.
He was real talented.
Poorly.
Corley.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you. Friends call me Lola.
Lovely to meet you, Lola.
So you said you're a promoter, a producer?
I was, and then I got out of the game. I came up here for personal assistant job.
Oh, that's quite the shift.
I used to do a lot of that back in LA when I lived there. I needed this change for Boston, and sometimes you just get burnt out on club life and you need a break.
Yeah. Hell of a place to settle, though, don't you think? I mean, Boston's got its problems, but this place is something.
It is certainly something else. I just came in to help out Ryan, and I've kind of stuck around.
Oh, you're working with Mr. Ashdown.
Yeah. He hired me to be his personal assistant.
Oh God, dude, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot, and I'm here to help Ryan through it, especially now.
Yeah, I mean, working with Ryan, you had to be kind of working with Cam in a way.
I worked with her a little bit, but she was in college by that point and didn't spend too much time around at the house, so we only interacted every so often.
So I guess this, and I'll point to sort of the to-do that is this party. I guess this is kind of your doing.
I handled a lot of the planning of this, yes. Ryan wasn't in any shape to do that.
No, I can't imagine he would be. Well, Coralie, swell party, I guess.
Thank you. It feels weird for it to be consider this a party, but I at least was able to take this off his shoulders, so it wasn't a burden anymore.
Yeah.
I should probably go find Ryan. He's probably been talking with some old friends, and I think he might need a bit of a break. So
yeah, no, it's your job. Take care of the guy.
Yeah. Well, lovely to see you around. Nice to know that there's another fellow, expats here.
Yeah. Nice talking to you again.
She will say her goodbyes and wander off, and that's roughly about the time that Penny will rejoin you, and we'll figure out what happens with that in just a second as we jump over to Haven and Mason. So Haven and Mason, you are sneaking off into the southern wing.
Depending on timing, I think the most opportune thing to do would be to capitalize on Lola's stellar distraction.
Oh yeah. If you want to give me composure stealth rolls from both of you, as you just kind of slip behind the rope.
I'm gonna use a willpower to reroll. That's better. That's 3 successes as opposed to 1.
I'm gonna use a willpower. 3 successes.
Yeah, you do that. You slip behind the velvet rope and head into the southern wing of the house. What is the plan from here?
So my plan is to follow the GPS on my phone to Kameron's. Have I been in the southern wing before, or do I know what is there?
Yeah, you've been in the southern wing before. It's interesting because the house has been kind of divided up, whereas the northern wing is like Ryan and Kameron were there. Richard and Nathan kind of took the southern wing. But yet again, it's not like nobody could enter the other one. There were things like here, like the pool is in the southern wing, and you know that there's a library and Richard's and Nathan's rooms and various other strange rooms that rich people have that you're like, why does this exist? But it's like the northern wing has, you know, other things as well. There's like a sauna in the northern wing and things like that.
The solarium.
Yeah.
Jesus, it must be nice to have money.
Not as nice as you think.
Oh, are you going to tell me you're a secret billionaire, Margot?
You know that I grew up in this town. I come from an okay family. They do all right.
Yeah, all right.
What?
I am going to keep giving you shit for Margot, though. I mean, come on.
I didn't pick my name.
I would have it. I don't think you would have picked Margot if you could. At least I hope you wouldn't.
I technically didn't even pick Haven. It's my last name, if you need to know, asshole.
All right, well, whatever.
This might be a chance to kill two birds with one stone, because we can find the phone, and there is a library in this wing.
All right, yeah, sure.
We might be able to do a little research, maybe find a diary or something.
Okay. Where are we going together? I'm not about to pick one room and you're about to pick another. We're going to stick together.
I hold up the phone.
Yeah.
And it's very cute that you think I'm letting you out of my sight. Don't roll your eyes at me.
I will always roll my eyes at you.
I need a meat shield.
Like, oh, well, great. If that's the case, then you can't be pissed that I'm going to call you Margot for the rest of your life.
This is what you do. This is what you have prided yourself on.
Calling you Margot? Yeah, I'd say so.
No. Being the stoic fucking asshole on the outside, but a sweet little puppy dog on the inside.
Yeah, well, my name's not Margot, so. No, keep going.
I don't know why
please,
this is so funny to you.
Keep trying to make some swings. Try to break me of this, because I swear to God, I will call you Margot any chance I can.
At that, I do stop. Mason, I fucking hate that name. And there's a reason I don't go by it. That's their name for me. That's their name for the daughter that does not exist.
All right. I respect that.
Thank you. You know... No, fuck it. And I keep walking.
You can fucking say it if you want.
I'm already down the hall.
Fucking hell.
Haven, can you give me one more? Yeah, your edge roll. And you can add desperation if you would like.
I don't think I'm desperate yet, baby. 3 + 1, 4 successes.
It's not in the library. It's in a room that you've probably never been in before, but you do track it to said room. Do you open the door?
Yes.
You open it up into what appears to be a home office. There is a computer on the desk. There is a very nice, old wood desk. There are books on the shelves. There are some, curiosities in glass cases, and this is someone's office.
This looks too pretty, too organized.
This must be, it must be what's his fuck. Nathan's dad.
I'm curious. And as Haven continues searching for the phone, I want to see if there's anything that is deliberately being kept from sight. I want to see if there's like a notebook or some sort of files like hidden away in a spot that people wouldn't typically look for. I'd like to make a play for Streetwise, if possible.
Sure, I could see that. Give me let's do a wits Streetwise roll.
Okay.
And Haven, with that success, it's a little harder. You know the phone is in this room, but the big problem is the phone is off. So it's not like you can call it. So it is about searching. So if you want to give me a intelligence investigation roll.
Hell yeah. 5 successes with a crit.
Better. 2 successes.
Haven, it's going to take a while. There's a lot to look through in here. Mason, as you're looking around, you're scanning these bookshelves. There is... The thing that sticks out to you is there is a book that is put on the shelf, spine facing the shelf, so the pages are out.
That's a choice. Can I take the book out?
Yeah, you take the book out. It appears to be, as you're pull it out, the pages are old and yellowed. It appears to be a very old kind of Trapper Keeper journal, some sort of thing.
I'll just go ahead and hold on to that. How big is it? Can I fit it into my jacket?
Yeah, you can fit it in your jacket pocket.
Oops. I'll just slip that into my inner blazer pocket.
Haven, you eventually end up, you're searching the desk. You're not having any luck. Could you give me one more intelligence investigation? You can use desperation. You can assist as well.
1 success with those and a 1 on the desperation dice. But that's 7 successes.
7 successes. That's nothing to, that's pretty good. So here's my question to you, Haven. You have 2 options. You can overreach and succeed on your roll, but the danger will go up. Or you can fall into despair. The danger will not go up. You will not be able to use desperation until you succeed in your atonement.
I would like to overreach.
How do you do this in a way that, yes, it's 7 successes, you will succeed, but how do you make things more dangerous for yourself?
I will never say that I am not a flawed person. I definitely have committed mild tax fraud. And by that, I mean I've committed massive amounts of tax fraud. I have been arrested. I have been unkind. I have been spiteful. I've been a lot of things. But I think the greatest curse of my life, of being Margot Jane Havenson, is that I am a nosy fucking bitch. I am finding myself wrist deep in the desk of one of the 2 prodigal sons of the most powerful family in town, and I make my living off of either selling secrets or getting paid to keep them. There's a computer on the desk. I'm gonna do a little hacking.
I will also let you use that roll for your hacking, just because it's thematically appropriate.
Mason is doing the actual searching that we're supposed to do and suddenly hears tapping on the keys. It's almost like kleptomania, genuinely.
I'll turn, just say, are you fucking kidding me right now?
What?
Right now.
When else?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
When am I going to have this opportunity again? Her phone is in here somewhere.
Yeah,
this is probably her uncle's office.
Shit.
Yeah, what if her uncle fucking killed her?
I already have... Fuck it. You know what? You're already fucking logged in. Just do the shit, I guess. And I'm going to position myself near the door to keep an ear out.
Yes, and while doing this, you rummage through, and the phone is in one of the drawers of the desk, kind of underneath a bunch of files. And you find that while you are looking around as well. It's dead, so it's gonna need to be charged before you can turn it back on. So Haven, you're looking through this laptop. You're lucky enough that Richard forgot to lock the computer before closing it. So
What an idiot!
he's grieving. What do you want?
I will say this out loud. I'm shocked there's not a post-it note with password 1234 written on it.
Okay, while the commentary is riveting, maybe type a little faster.
Have
Could
you never seen a hacking movie?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm seeing The Matrix right now.
I fell asleep during the hacking bullshit of those movies, so just kind of hurry it up, okay?
That explains a lot.
What, that I'm not entertained by typing?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
Oh, we're back to grade school. Got
Sorry,
it.
what? Sorry, I can't hear you over me being a fucking genius.
I thought I had ego.
So, Haven, I am going to ask high or low.
Hi. In honor of Lola.
And high it is. There is a email in the trash of his personal account from one Sheriff Grant LaBelle. And it says, I hope you hold up your end of the bargain. It's done. No one's going to look into it. One more thing in the message that says, just because we both work for him doesn't mean I have to like you.
Okay, Haven, come on. Need you to hurry.
I'm working on it.
I know you are. I just need to fucking fill this anxious silence with something.
I'm gonna reach in to the bodice of my dress and pull out a thumb drive from between my tits, because that's where you keep shit that you don't want people getting to. And I'm gonna put it in the port, and I want to clone as much of this shit as I can.
Mason, your ear to the door and you're listening, and then suddenly you hear someone coming down the hall.
Haven, someone's coming.
Fuck. Okay, you're not on lookout duty anymore.
I accomplished the fucking lookout duty. Someone's coming and I let you know.
Yeah, and I can hear them at this point, dude. I try and hurry as best I can, but I'm also trying to be extremely thorough. And I want to make sure that I leave everything as I found it. But as soon as the files have cloned and downloaded, I shove that back into the neckline of my dress, and the phone is in my little clutch.
Hey, both of you, can you make me wits awareness rolls?
4 successes for me.
Okay. 3 successes.
You both hear it at the same time. The sound of someone humming.
I look at Mason, and my face is completely white. This might be the first time that you've seen me truly, truly afraid.
How big is the desk?
Your classic, I am very important and I have a desk made of very old wood. Relatively big. The computer's very small on it.
How big is the space under the desk for where, like, somebody was sitting at a computer chair?
Big enough to hold 2 people if you don't mind getting very comfortable.
I am quickly moving, grabbing Haven, pulling her down, and, like, pulling both of us into the spot. Does it have a front panel to hide?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And I just kind of keep a finger to my lips to just try to keep everybody quiet.
Mason, could you give me let's do a resolve plus stealth roll. And I'll give you an assist from Haven.
I'm silent as the fucking grave.
And you can add desperation if you would like. Desperation is at 3.
4 with a crit.
You do this and you hear the creaking of the door as it opens and the humming gets louder. And you hear the sound of something crossing the floor and the room itself. You don't know if it's just you or the room gets deathly cold. You hear the humming. It continues. And you hear the sound of feet as something is looking around. And then you hear the humming start to retreat. And after a minute, it goes back down the hallway.
Get your fucking thumb drive, and we are getting the fuck out of here. Okay?
I've got the thumb.
Just breathe. Breathe. Okay?
I've got the thumb drive.
Okay. Do you have the phone?
I have the phone.
Okay. I found a journal thing, too. Okay? Let's get out of here. Okay? Breathe.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm breathing. I'm good.
I know.
Get the fuck off me, and I crawl out from under the desk.
I take it you're going to be double timing it back to the main room?
Yes.
Yeah, we jump back to the main room as Penelope reunites with Lola, and then you two kind of just look across the room and see Haven and Mason literally look like they've just seen a ghost as they come back from the southern wing.
What's wrong?
Not here.
We need to go. We need to go now. Haven, keep walking.
I can't. Give me a minute.
It's fine.
I need to do the pass by the casket.
Are you guys going up together?
Pen, would you mind?
No, I don't.
If you'll allow it, I'm gonna take your hand.
Yeah, my good hand.
Yeah, you're good. Both of your hands are good hands, babe.
It's just one of them's in a sling.
Yeah, I can't argue that. And in a rare gesture of affection, I am gonna pat Muffins on the head voluntarily.
Head into the room where the casket is laid out. It is not an open casket. Sort of near the casket, you see Kameron's father talking with a woman, talking quietly. They haven't noticed you yet.
If I felt like there was a way to avoid talking to Ryan Ashdown, I would. But it's the whole receiving line thing. It's the thing you do at funerals. You gotta say, I'm so sorry. And forget that there was so much unsaid shit. Because it doesn't matter now.
Yeah. As you get closer, you both have spent enough time around Kameron to recognize the woman that he's talking to, Coralie, his personal assistant.
Very personal.
Incredibly. And as you get closer, he realizes that you're there. He turns to look at both of you and gives you a bit of a weary smile, just trying to put on a brave face. As he does, his hand immediately sort of migrates to the small of her back. And he turns toward both of you and he goes, Margot, Penelope, it's good to see that you made it.
It's good to see you too, Mr. Ashdown.
I wish I could say it was under better circumstances.
We all do.
I'm sorry my family couldn't be here. This was quite bad timing. School trip and work.
It's okay. I understand. They would have wanted to be here. Thank you. I know she would be happy that you're both here.
I'd like to think so.
And he looks like he's about to say something, and Coralie puts her hand on his arm and says, Hey, Richard was looking for you earlier. I meant to tell you. He said he had something he wanted to mention to you. And we can give them a minute. And he nods and he says, yeah, take as long as you need. I'll see you around.
Yes. Good to see you, Miss Adler.
She'll nod at both of you.
I will nod back.
You both know that Kameron and Coralie did not get along at all.
Which is why, as she is out of earshot, I just mutter under my breath, fucking bitch.
That's why I didn't acknowledge her.
I don't know. Part of me wants to acknowledge that we fucking know. Everyone fucking knows.
Well, you are left in the room alone with the casket.
Shit.
This is rough.
This really sucks. We're completely alone, right?
Yes.
Kameron, you dumb bitch. I probably don't know all the reasons that you're a dumb bitch. But I know enough. See, right now you should be calling me a stupid slut. And we should be going back and forth like that. Shit, I don't do this. Grief is not a companion for me. Grief is a stranger. Grief is not something that I have walked with before. And so far it's all been rage and cold calculation and solving a mystery. But she's still fucking dead. I look at Penelope. It kind of takes the wind out of your sails when you realize it's not going to change anything.
I am very much just staring at the casket. And when I think Haven has said her piece, I will go and kind of... I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but I'm just talking. Kameron, you weren't a good friend, but you were my best friend. You left me very often, and I just had to keep forgiving you every time. And now you've done it again. So like Julian, I'm gonna wait a year, and maybe then I'll forgive you. That's all I say. I'm very painfully aware that my hand that touched her body is the one in the sling. So that's the hand I am going to try and touch the casket with. I have healed enough that I think I can do that. And then I'll just put it back in the sling. And I'm pretty much good to go afterwards.
Yeah. You do that. You both turn to leave to rejoin Lola and Mason, and the camera will linger on the coffin as you all walk out of sight. And we'll figure out what happens next time.